For my second self-reflection, I wanted to do a video on specifically me being the best that I can be. And so here we go. I want to give you background before I start. Ever since I was a little kid, I've been a perfectionist. I have driven to be the best. And this could pertain to being the best in my parents' eyes, being the best kid. I had a sibling, her name's Julia, and she really wasn't the greatest kid, so it was easy to be the best kid. But I also learned from her mistakes. But I wanted to make my parents happy, of course, and I would always clean when they went on vacation. I would vacuum. I would clean the cushions in the couches, clean the entire kitchen, dust. I would mow the lawn. I would try to make them happy, being the best that I can be in my parents' eyes. I would also, in their eyes, if I got good grades, I would try to get the best grades that I could as well. And so I got good grades too. That was also for my pleasure, for my self-esteem. If I got good grades, I felt good about myself. It's a little bit of you get some satisfaction from getting good grades. So I got a 4.2 in high school. A's and B's. Probably got 1C my entire primary education career. So not that bad. So a 4.2. And while in high school, I actually worked a little bit. I worked at, not a little bit, I worked from starting my sophomore year. I worked at a pizzeria called Steve's Pizza, family owned. And I tossed pizza, made pizza, cooked it, and did it fairly fast. So I became the ultimate pizza maker at Steve's Pizza in Davis, California. Then I became a driver, and that was a lot. That was a lot of fun too. But I did this all during high school, and I learned a lot, and it took a lot of hard work. And I also played soccer at this time too. So I always play soccer, work, and go to high school and get good grades. It was hard, It was actually very hard. I guess you should know that my parents have been divorced since I was 1 years old. So I guess the dynamic of moving from house to house, or having I want to say portfolio, but a reputation with each parent rather than having one portfolio or reputation, um, being with both parents. Now that doesn't happen. A parent sees you with them and only them, and then you go to the next house and a parent sees you with them and only them. So I was trying to be the best for that individual parent as well. So there's a lot of competing with myself, even trying to be the best that I can be, really. So that's, my background with soccer, school, job, parents, being better than my sibling, my sister, trying to please my parents 100%. I'm a perfectionist, and it's also a mentality thing. Both my parents are technical thinkers and controllers. My father is a project manager for Livermore Lab over in Berkeley. My mom works for UC Davis, approving proposals, approving proposals. Excuse me. For UC Davis. And she's controlling a whole bunch of different factors within, departments. A lot of different people who want something. They're trying to get some grants for something, and then she has to approve the proposal. So, she's calling people out anyway. It's not surprising that I'm a perfectionist, saying that my parents have been perfectionists. But my entire life, ever since I was a little kid, perfection. My dad is all for perfection, and it's been stressful. I mean, and let me tell you why. So throughout high school, I worked, and that's what I was used to. So when I got to college, it was the norm. Why not go get a job? Let's go get a job. Let's see how the first 2 weeks go. Then let's go look for a job. And once I get settled in, so to speak. So I got to Cal Poly, um, and I'll tell you one more thing. I got to Cal Poly, and 4 weeks in, I landed a job at Eureka Burger downtown. I was a busser. Um, Let me tell you what happened fall quarter. Fall quarter, I was actually in the department, the College of Ag, and I did not like the major that I was in. Why? The classes that I was taking, I mean, at the time, I was like, this is ridiculous. These classes aren't even challenging. I'm not even taking calculus. I wanted to take calculus. I was going to take calculus for biology majors. I mean, what the hell is that? And so I decided that I would actually switch to an engineering major. My dad's an engineer. He's a civil engineer, even though he's a project manager. He can be both. And so engineering runs in the family. I was like, why the hell not? I mean, it was either going to be mechanical engineering or environmental management. So I was like, screw it. I'll do the ICMA process. So actually, first quarter of Cal Poly, I decided to transfer into the College of Engineering, and I'd have to get over a 2.75. I'd also have to complete these Calc 1, Calc 2, and Chem 124, I think. It was a long time ago. Anyway, all with passing grades above like a C, I think, C plus. And so I couldn't fail. I couldn't do bad. I couldn't do poorly. So there was actually a lot of pressure there. But then also I had this job at Eureka Burger, and I was working about 25 hours a week, 28 hours a week. And what would happen is I'd get out of school at about 4 o'clock, and I'd work 8-hour shifts, and I'd work from 4 to midnight. And so I would go to school in the morning, shit tired, by the way, go to school, and for about 6 hours, or so, something like that, 4 hours, 6 hours, go to work for 8 hours, then come back home, do homework, sleep, and go do the entire thing over again. So it sucked. Well, that's my point, is I find myself pushing myself, being better than I can be. I'm a polyrep now. I am one of 33 people who represent this university globally, internationally. We I give tours to prospective students of the entire university. I know there are ambassadors for individual colleges of this university, but I'm one of 33 for the entire university. I also have a job at Clearwater Tech now. I don't work at Eureka Burger. I work at Clearwater Tech, which I have an engineering internship there. I'm also doing 17 units this quarter. One unit is actually with a professor, and I'm writing a MATLAB program for him. And I've also got a girlfriend that I'm trying to please every single day, every single minute, every single second. It's hard. It's hard to fit in every single thing and to be good at every single thing. I'm trying to have fun with my roommates, and it's not happening. I mean, it's hard to go to school, have 17 units. 17 units is a lot, my friend. I've got 6 different classes. I don't even know what. I mean, all of them are just so, I mean, they're so time oriented. They take time, and it sucks. 17 units, a girlfriend, I've got work to worry about, I've got polyreps to worry about, I've got bills to worry about. I mean, it's hard to be good at all these things when I'm a perfectionist. I am. I want to be 100%. This is my point. When I graduate, I want that that job at that big company. I want that job. That's that six-figure salary. I want to go to grad school. I want a master's degree. But now, after what I've felt, what I've been through, all that struggle, is it really what I want? What if doing your best isn't everything? What if struggling or going to school or pleasing everyone isn't everything? And that's what I'm starting to realize. But, but, my dad always said, my father, Jerome Richard O'Hearn Jr., my father says, moderation in all things. Moderation in all things. Because once I persuade myself and convince myself that we should just relax and be lazy for a couple months, then I'll be like, what the hell? What the hell did I do that for? Now I just wasted my life away, wasted those 2 months away. That internship or that I could have gotten with Boeing, bam, gone. This is why I think moderation in all things is the key to what I'm going through right now. It's because if I take a little bit of everything, then I won't be so tired of everything. And I'll be fine with taking 16 units a quarter. I'll be fine with having that big ass job after college. I'll be fine with having a girlfriend. If I just take a little bit of everything, I won't get tired. I won't get tired of that one thing. So if I hang out with my girlfriend all the time, I'm going to have to get tired of hanging out with my girlfriend all the time. If I go to school all the time, then I'm going to get tired of going to school. So why not? I think that's my answer. Is moderation in all things and going to school, remembering that I too am a person. I have a health. I need to think about myself. Maybe watch a show or go to take a nap, go shopping, watch a movie, read, like, leisure reading, not textbook stuff. That's horrible. No, I read enough textbooks. But yeah. So I find myself at this threshold, at this fork in the road, and I think I'm gonna go right down the middle.